How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the LAIR, and today we're back in Historic Best of 1. I call this one Phyrexian Might, but before we get into it, I just want to say if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps us out so much. Feel free to drop me a comment, talk about strategy, deck ideas, misplays. I read the comments daily. And if you have any friends or family that are into Magic, please share the channel with them. Also, don't forget, if you are going to be a new follower or subscriber, once you've done so, just reach out to me in the chat or the comment and say something like, hey, I just subscribed or followed. And I can respond to you with an in-game code that you can use in Arena to unlock a mystery gift from Wizards. So very excited to be able to offer that to you guys. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. So let's hop into this. On the 1-drops, we have the full playset of Gutterbones. He's a 2/1 and he enters the battlefield tapped. Then we can activate his ability later on and return Gutterbones from our graveyard to our hand. Activate this only during your turn and only if an opponent lost life this turn. We have the full play set of Knight of the Ebon Legion. He's a 1/2. We can activate his ability and he gets +3/+3 and gains Death Touch until the end of turn. And then at the beginning of your end step, if a player lost 4 or more life this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Knight of the Ebon Legion. We're in the full play set of Thoughtseize. It's sorcery speed. Target player reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. You lose 2 life. 3 copies of Primal Might. It's at sorcery speed. Target creature gets +X/+X until the end of turn, then it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Onto the 2-drops, we have 1 copy of Scrapheap Scrounger. He's a 3/2 and he can't block. And then we can activate his ability and exile another creature from our graveyard and return him from the graveyard to the battlefield. We have the full playset of Skyclave Shade. He's a 3/1 that can be kicked. He cannot block. And if he was kicked, he enters the battlefield with 2 additional 1/1 counters on it, and then he has landfall whenever a land enters the battlefield under our control. If Skyclave Shade is in your graveyard and it's your turn, you may cast it from your graveyard this turn. 2 copies of Tymaret, chosen from death. He's a 2, and his toughness is equal to your devotion to black. And then we can activate his ability and exile up to 2 target cards from graveyards. You gain 1 life for each creature card exiled this way. Onto the 3-drops, we have 1 copy of Demonic Embrace. Enchanted creature gets +3/+1, has flying, and is a demon in addition to its other types. And you may cast Demonic Embrace from your graveyard by paying 3 life and discarding a card in addition to paying its other costs. I have 3 copies of Murderous Rider. This is an adventure card, so the adventure side, swift end at instant speed, destroy target creature or planeswalker and lose 2 life. And then the creature side, he's a 2/3 with lifelink, and when he dies, put him on the bottom of its owner's library. And then we have 2 copies of Nighthawk Scavenger. He's 1/3, flying, death touch, lifelink, and his power is equal to 1 plus the number of card types among cards in our opponent's graveyards. On to the top end, we have the full playset of Spawn of Mayhem. He's a 4/4 with flying and trample. We can cast him for his spectacle cost if an opponent lost life, and then at the beginning of your upkeep, Spawn of Mayhem deals 1 damage to each player. Then if you have 10 or less life, put a +1/+1 counter on Spawn of Mayhem. And then finally we have the full play set of Phyrexian Obliterator. He's a 5/5 with trample, and then whenever a source deals damage to Phyrexian Obliterator, that source's controller sacrifices that many permanents. Let's briefly talk about the mana base before we get into the deck itself. We have 3 copies of Castle Locthwain, 12 Swamps, 1 Blooming Marsh, the full playset of Overgrown Tomb, and the full playset of Woodland Cemetery. And we have a 2.2 converted mana cost running 28 creatures with 24 lands. This deck is pretty straightforward. We're just looking to go low to the ground and try and beat face as fast as we can. Until we can get out a Phyrexian Obliterator and a Spawn of Mayhem and hopefully go for the win before they board wipe us. But we do have hand disruption in Thoughtseize, which gives us a little bit of extra protection if we can draw it at the right moment and get rid of that key threat that we can't handle at that exact situation. And then the finisher usually is Phyrexian Obliterator on the board, and then we Primal Might for a bunch and then just swing in for the win. And if they block, they have to sack a lot of permanents. So that's usually a game ender. Then we have also a little bit of stabilization mid to late game with Nighthawk Scavenger coming in. Hopefully the opponent has a couple different cards in their graveyard. There's a lot of self-mill going on out there as well, so he could be particularly good in certain situations. Murderous Rider helps round out our defense with his instant side. Demonic Embrace is a good one of that we can recur if we need to, and you know, put it on a Phyrexian Obliterator or put it on a Murderous Rider or one of our other creatures and swing in for the win. Skyclave Shade, another threat that just keeps coming back. They have to exile it, and he gets even stronger. Tymaret helps us with graveyard hate, and Gutterbones also recurs. Knight of the Ebon Legion is probably one of the best one-drop black creatures in the arena format, in my opinion, so he's an automatic include. And then, yeah, Spawn of Mayhem we can hopefully get out on turn 3 if the opponent doesn't have any blockers or our creatures aren't removed, which on turn 3 a 4/4 flying trample, that's technically doing an additional damage on top of what we already have, is pretty serious. And then, of course, nobody wants to deal with a Phyrexian Obliterator at all. So, yeah, that's the deck. Let's hop into some games. Let's see how we do. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sari. Alright, so we got a nice 3-lander here. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. Some early attackers. I think we can keep this. Okay. Let's take a peek here. Veto. Yeah. Let's start with, because they both can't block, let's start with the Scrapheap. And remember, just because our Skyclave Shade and our Scrapheap Scrounger can't block, doesn't mean we can't activate Primal Might on them, so... especially right now. Pay here, unfortunately, but let's do this. You have to do it now before he gets out the Alsaid. And then just hope he doesn't have any any way of reanimating that at the moment. It's weird, we're like running out of gas, but so it's nice. No, that's a waste, right? Let's just play out the Skyclave Shade. Because now we can start blocking with the Knight and swinging in with the with the Skyclave. Yeah, we got to get some bigger threats out there. That's all that is. And we draw another land. Oh, it's disgusting. think we're going to be defensive here because I don't think wasting a Primal Might on these is really... These guys aren't really threatening us, right? I need to draw one of our bigger creatures, man. We still need to play defensively here. Opponent doesn't appear to have any way of drawing cards at the moment, so just top decking like us. Oh, it's a collected company deck, of course. Could be in trouble here. Hallowed Priest, Veto. Nice. Pretty slick. I have to put something like that together. And it's so good at instant speed. Oh, it's so good at instant speed. Alright, you got me. Cool deck. Yeah, we just weren't drawing any creatures. Alright, let's hop into another one. Alright, so we got a 4-lander here. We got a Knight, a Murderous, and a Nighthawk Scavenger. I guess we can keep this. Timothy, 13288. Alright. Love to see the Gutterbones. Katria. Still nothing? Nice. Okay, now we're in Storm's Wrath territory. But this is historic, so you could be playing like Sweltering Suns. I'm trying to think of the other stuff. Okay. So, this is a Elementals deck? Or maybe some type of control deck that could be built around Omnath? So, I think we have to destroy this Omnath now. Play a knight here. Smack. Surely he has another Omnath. They always do. Lava Flow. Okay. So does that mean he doesn't have a board wipe? Play the Scrapheap. Let's attack in with the knight. Surely he's gonna block. Don't mind if I do. Next turn we can attack and return the Gutterbones. One, two, three, four, 5. So we'll Primal Might for 5. Go in. Still no block. Wow. Another one, of course. So let's Thoughtseize here. Nice. Okay, so he loses the Tangled, that's fine. Now we play Murderous. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Okay, let's see what this last card is. What's this last card? Ah, perfect. Think we got him. So let's play the Nighthawk. Doing there. Okay, you want to block the card and come back? Sounds good to me. And got him. Yes. That was a tricky one there. Alright, cool. Got ourselves some mastery. Let's check that out real quick. It's like the longest set ever. stretch here. Hop into another one. Alright, so we got a 2-lander here. We got some early cards, possibly turn 3 spawn if we can draw into a land. I think we'll definitely keep this. Okay, no sense in shocking in here then. Let's just let's get the Gutterbones out, I guess. Suspect. So, I believe if I pay to shock myself, right? Then I Thoughtseize here. Oof. Steel Leaf. This is tough. He's dropping one of the big boys. Do we take... So tough, man. I think we take the creature. Sorry, thinking. And if I play him... get a counter off. Next turn we can get our mayhem on. Activation. Play the Mayhem. Now we can just replay the Gutterbones.
I am Scala's Vengeance, and I'm coming for you next.
Put some counters. Could be in business if we draw into a land. I'd be interested to see if he fights this turn or if he it's not a fight.
Their claws, you're done.
Oh, beautiful. Well, have fun with this card right here. No attacks. This should slow him down a bit.
I'd get out of the way if I were you.
Oof. Gotta take this Vivian out. Yeah, he don't want to sacrifice 5 minutes.
Anger only gets me so far.
If he doesn't have a way to get rid of the Phyrexian, then it's not good for him. What's the move here? Attack in with... Attack in with you. Hermansky. Big, come on. Nice. And now he has to sacrifice all of his permanents. That sucks. What's that? 15 damage. 25 permanents. Nice. Got him. That was pretty epic. I was like, come on, yeah, man, make them big. Make them big. It's like one of the few decks where you want to see big creatures, as long as they don't have flying. Alright, let's hop into another one. Excuse me. Soul Archer. Alright, so we got a 3-lander here. We've got some early Gutterbones and some Murderous. I think we'll keep this. Okay, so it's a Seagate Stormcaller. Phyrexian. Just gonna keep attacking. Have to kill this immediately. Trying to see what he has for reanimation. Gotta have something. Castle here. Let's do Thoughtseize again. Agadine. Return from your graveyard any number of creatures. Alright. Got the castle out there at least. There's another breadboard. Into our hand. Okay, he still needs a blue source. Nice. Return him. Next turn we attack in big. Still at 18. Really? Got him. Nice. That was an intense match, huh? Alright, let's hop into one more. Really liking the way the deck's performed so far, for sure. Ricardito XP. Alright. So we have a 2-lander here, but it's gonna have to come into play tapped. I mean, we have the setup. Let's keep it. We have a 42% chance to draw a land, so I'm gonna play the Woodland Cemetery first. Oh look, play mono red. Had to finish the day with the mono red, huh? Alright, well, since we're playing mono red, we'll go ahead and play all the Gutterbones first, so that way if he zaps it, gets some removal out of his hand. But this Phyrexian Obliterator is going to be devastating. He didn't use anything on our turn. So does that mean he's more creature heavy? It's definitely mono red, right? Okay. Alright, we just need to draw some land. We're at 43% chance to draw land. Okay, here he goes. It's tapped out though, but we're good. That was my fault for keeping a crap hand 2-lander. Yeah, that was totally my fault. Alright, let's play one more. I can't end it on that. I can't end it on that. Gotta end with a win. Alexander. Nice. Alright. So we have a 4-lander here. Thoughtseize, Skyclave Shade, Nighthawk. Yeah, I guess we'll keep this. Check out their hands, see what they're working with. Play the Skyclave, Nighthawk. Maybe. Hello. What the hell? Well. Alexander, my man. I don't know if there's a reason to shock here. I can't imagine what he could play turn 1 that would be so devastating. Because I don't really want to take 4 damage. Okay, so yeah, let's play this tapped, and let's Thoughtseize. So some type of control deck. Bloodchief's Thirst. Take the Uro. Take the Heartless, I guess. That Skyclave Shade out there hitting. We'll wait to play the Knight. See if we can get him to waste his removal on my small creatures. Or I should say my less valuable creatures, not necessarily small. Here's an Uro. So he's drawing a card and he's putting a land down. Might. Always wondered why it lets you act like you can kick something when you don't have the mana for it. Like, well, why waste your time, you know? Alright. So let's see if we can get some removal, or we might just see the other Uro here. Last time he left himself a blue open, so this time, let's see if we get some of that removal out of his hand. We know he's running Heartless Act as well. That's his own Knight. Okay. And then he kills one of my Skyclaves? Yes. Cool. Let's Thoughtseize here. Take away the Shark Typhoon. And no, because we're gonna need that. Right? Let's tempt him with the Knight here. He blocks. That's interesting. Okay. Well, if we can get him to Heartless Act, then we'll be okay, because I want to definitely preserve this. Okay, there he's Earl, for sure. Thoughtseize again. Oof. Beautiful. Yeah, I think we just hold up this Knight. He's got to use this removal. He does have the Vantress. I didn't see that. He can start scrying. Sure. Okay. Still blocked him. This is the best play right now, because like I said, we really want to save that Nighthawk.
We will not fail.
Okay. That castle sucks though in being able to scry.
Rise, my elemental friend.
sucks. So I guess my thing with this deck would be more card draw. I don't know how much I would utilize the castle because we're already losing life. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I really did enjoy the way the deck performed. We did play some pretty intense matches there. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. I just wanted to say one more time, if you guys are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps us out so much. Feel free to drop me a comment, talk about strategy, deck ideas, misplays. I read the comments daily. And if you have any friends or family that are into Magic, please share the channel with them. Also, don't forget, if you are going to be a new follower or subscriber on either my Twitch or YouTube channels, once you've done so, just reach out to me in the chat or the comments and say something like, hey, I just subscribed or followed, and I can respond to you with an in-game code that you can use in Arena to unlock a mystery gift from Wizards. So very excited to be able to offer that to you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.